This is Just a Few Questions. Just a Few Questions from Chicago. I'm Marc Sims, and I have Sergio Mims on the line, co-founder of the Black Harvest Film Festival in Chicago. And you're a movie. Well, you call yourself a historian, movie buff, movie connoisseur. What do you call yourself, Sergio?
Well, all of those.
Of course, of course. We will talk about movies. What I forgot what we got on the air. I thought no, we're not gonna talk about movies. We'll talk about Trump. But you know what? Forget about this. Before we talk about Trump and this coronavirus, name a movie. You've been on the show before, but name something off the top of your head. I should go find it at the library or go find it on the internet. Some movie that's been popping in your brain lately.
Well, okay. Since you brought up the Seventh Seal, I suggest that movie.
Yeah, before I went on.
It does take place during the plague.
Oh, that was the Black Plague, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Seventh Seal. I saw it at the library. The guy looked so spooky with this white mask on. I had to watch it, and it was subtitles, but I dug it.
If you're interested in that, then another Ingmar Bergman film is Diversion Spring, which is actually, if you want to strip it down, a revenge thriller. It takes place around the same time as the Seventh Seal. It's about a young girl who goes off to, it's sort of like a religious pilgrimage. She's going to this church to light some candles, part of a religious procession. Along the way, she meets three men, two guys and a young boy. And unfortunately, the young woman is brutally raped and murdered by the two men, older men. And they take her scarf. And so they leave, and of course, they leave the body. They travel along, and it's raining, and they need shelter. So they see a farmhouse, and it turns out, unknown to them, that it's the house of the parents of the girl who they've killed. And the father finds the scarf on him that they gave her daughter before she left.
Okay, you're not giving the movie away, are you?
No. He gives two. So he puts two and two together. I won't give you the rest. And also, I won't tell you why the film is called Diversion Spring, because that comes towards the very end. But if the premise sounds familiar, it's because the director, Wes Craven, took basically that same premise and used it for his horror film, Last House on the Left.
Okay, you are a movie master. You're going way beyond my expertise. Let's go from the Seventh Seal. Well, now, what was that last movie you just mentioned? What was the name of it?
Last House on the Left. You never seen it?
No,
Classic horror film from the 1970s.
You know me, man. I'm not.
It was remade a few years ago. They remade it a few years ago.
I'm not hip and avant-garde like Sergio Mims.
Same thing about parents who find out that these guys killed somebody's child, and then they show up, by coincidence at the house, and these people put two and two together and find out what these people had done. And like I said, I won't give away the rest.
Well, we'll go to
Last House on the Left is a horror film, and boy.
Yeah, we'll go from the movies to.
Gruesome.
Let's talk about Donald Trump and the coronavirus. Do you think if President Trump and his team were really on the case, being president of the United States, this coronavirus pandemic wouldn't be so bad as it is here in the United States?
No, I think everybody agrees with that. I think there's no question. This was botched from the very beginning. When it easily could have been dealt with in a much better way, and we probably may not be. If we even had to go into lockdown, we may not be in We probably would not have been in lockdown right now if it wasn't for the incompetence from the federal government, from Donald Trump. I mean, they botched it from the very beginning. But then, of course, that's the wrong word. You have a guy who got elected who has absolutely no qualifications to be president, actually doesn't really care to be president. I have a friend of mine who is convinced that Trump wants to get out of this. Now it's perhaps no secret that he didn't expect to be elected president in 2016, but then he did. He was. But I think definitely he wants out. He wants to get out.
But he can't leave until January 20th of 2021.
Well, no, he can always resign. Nothing is stopping him. Now, his ego is too big. Of course, he won't do that. But nothing is stopping. Nixon resigned. Nothing is keeping him from leaving his job. Nothing. He can leave anytime he wants.
Yeah, but his followers, he's still going to get 40%. President Trump is still going to get 40% of the vote in November.
Okay, fine. If he leaves and people are still going to vote for a guy who's not president, then they really are that stupid.
I know. I mean, my problem is that everyone had a sense, not everyone, many Americans had a sense that the President Trump presidency was going to end poorly. It was going to end badly. He was skating away. He got almost 4 years without a major crisis. And the major crisis came. We knew we were going to get a recession. Everybody knew a recession was coming. He's going to get the recession. But no one expected this mess. This is out of control.
Right. And his whole strategy is you're on your own. You're on your own. And not only that, it's not only that he's bad, it's that everybody else around him is bad. He is surrounded by incompetence. He is surrounded by people. The new press secretary, the person who just recently, a few weeks ago,
the one with the golden hair, she has great hair.
Yeah, right. She was an internet troll. I mean, literally, she's never had any experience in this position of being a spokesperson for any politician, for any companies, for anybody. She was just essentially an internet troll who, for a brief period of time, was one of those pundits on CNN, and now she's the press secretary. And I mean, he's surrounded by people like that. People who have no experience, no background in the jobs that they're doing. They're cronies, friends of friends, people he likes because they said something nice about him once. These are the people who have the jobs, all these other jobs. So we're not just getting competence from Donald Trump, we're getting incompetence from everybody else around him. This is a sad situation.
Yeah, Sergio Mims, I know you're not you are a political pundit because you're a frequent guest on the Ben Joravsky show here in Chicago. We got to say Ben's name, we're going to show Ben's picture and show a logo while I'm talking. But do you think that President Trump, his presidency has gotten to be so bad because of this virus and his handling of the virus, this crisis? Do you think he's going to bring down the Republican Senate? A lot of Republican senators are going to lose.
Well, that's what they're afraid of. There have been several articles about that. They are desperate. There's several senators already who clearly are in trouble. I don't see Susan Collins of Maine being reelected, and she's been there for almost 25 years. She is hugely unpopular in Maine. After years of being someone who was bipartisan, someone who was level-headed, who can get along, she's very much disliked. McSally in Arizona, the woman who took the place of Senator John McCain after he passed away, also very, very unpopular in the state. No way she's going to get elected. Is Mitch McConnell in trouble? Maybe. Mitch McConnell may be in real trouble. If he loses, then the whole house of cards falls down. So, Trump is not only ruining the country. Not aside from also ruining the country, he's ruining the whole party. I don't know. You see, once again, we don't know how this election is going to be carried out because the situation it in, will it be entirely by mail or will people still be able to go to the polls? We don't know. But I think it's possible now that the Republicans are going to have a real blowout in November. I mean, they're going to lose everything. They're going to lose the House. I'm sorry. They already lost the House, but even more losses in the House. They're going to lose the Senate, and they're going to lose the presidency. And they may be out of it for a long time.
Well, we'll see what happens because, if
right, again, we'll see what happens.
Because people say, my vote doesn't really matter, and it doesn't matter who's president. Well, in the past 3.5 years, it's really proven that your vote does matter, and it really does matter who's president. So I end the show by saying, hopefully, Sergio Mims, you know more about this politics, and I don't even want to look at half this stuff. But I hope the people that need to come out and vote will come out and vote.
Well, I will tell you this. In 2016, the black vote was down 6%. If it was down 6%, that's basically one of the main reasons why Hillary Clinton lost. That's why she lost Michigan. That's why she lost Pennsylvania. The black vote was down by 6%. That's not going to happen this year. It's impossible for it to happen this year. There's nowhere in the world the black vote is going to be higher than usual because people see the results of when they do not come out and vote. We pay for it.
Yeah, people have to register early, vote by mail. And California's going to do it the whole state. We do it here in Cook County, here in Chicago. So I mean, it's just I hope this way. I got to see this when the show is over. Sergio, I hope it doesn't get any worse because this is pretty bad. And President Trump's going to be president till the 20th of January. And a couple of other shoes could drop. And I hope these shoes don't drop while he's president. This is terrible, man. And people don't understand how bad. Half the country got money, but it's a lot of folks like me ain't got no money coming in, and it ain't fun.
Yeah, we don't know. And this thing happened so fast that it was whiplash. So, as I said before, who knows what's going to happen 3 months? Because this all happened within 3 months, just less than 3 months, everything that's happened. So in the next 3 months, let's say by July, end of July, where will we be? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know, man.
I really don't know.
It's uncertainty is not good. All right, Sergio,
always. As I started out, people do not like uncertainty.
It's not fun.
We don't thrive on that.
You are always entertaining. It's been a pleasure. I have to bring you back in June. Hopefully things will calm down and we're on some kind of road to recovery, or the depression has got even worse. Talk to you soon, Sergio. Sergio Mims, Black Harvest Film Festival here in Chicago.